Hey, Jim. Okay, got it. Looked at the video. Listen, the first things first is you sound like you're getting frustrated. Don't. Don't. This is all very, very common, and don't feel like that you're not making progress because you are. I'm just going to move that guide right there because you are. You're definitely making progress. What I'm seeing here is two issues, and they both have to do with Illustrator. One is basic file structure and organization, and the other is just common manipulations in Illustrator. So I'll do this demonstration really quick. We can address both problems here. So the first problem is with the little bumps in the letters, and let's do this. I'm just going to bring my tools out here, and this all points to the way the letters are constructed. So I think we use this N over here as an example. We did. I think we used this little bump and N right here. So what first we have to do is find out what the origin of that little bump is, and then we can address it. So to find that little bump, we're going to go over here to our tool palette. We're going to go to our direct selection tool. That's keyboard shortcut Command A, Control A on a PC. Not the selection tool, but the direct selection tool. We're just going to come over and we're going to hover over that. And that's going to show you all the shapes that are associated with this particular letter. So this is the shape I'm looking at, right? We can see it right there. So I'm going to click that shape. I'm going to zoom in even more. And we can see that that little bump right there is based on two overlapping shapes. And the one is actually overlapping the first shape and creating that little bump there. You can clearly see it. There's the original shape right there. Okay. You can see that little bump right there. That's the curved portion of this. We can address that by doing this. Again, direct selection tool. We're going to select that point right there where it is going to pull that handle in. Then we're going to select this point right here, and we're just going to move that in right there. Okay. And as you can see, that bump is now gone. We've changed the shape here of that particular area, but it hasn't changed anything. That's why we used the direct selection tool, so we don't affect any of the other points on that path. Okay, let's Command 0 to get back out to full opacity. I'm sorry, full zoom. And then now what is happening here with your grouping is, again, this is just pointing to file organization. So let's jump in here. I'm going to take my selection tool and I want to click right here. And I can see everything that's associated with that specific group. So you can clearly see what you've used. And basically the way you got here was by reusing different shapes, but not grouping them together. I think ultimately what you would want to do is you would want to create your layers. I'm just going to go to Window, Layers, bring up my layers panel, and ultimately I think what you might do in this particular case is create a layer for every a letter in the alphabet. You'll have 26 layers. Of course, the first would be called A, B, C, etc. That way every letter form is on its separate layer, and that's how you would drag these pieces parts to different layers. Okay, so for example, if I want this piece right here, and I want to click that to another layer, I just can go in here, I grab that little icon, grab it up to the new layer. Okay, you see what I'm saying? But to back out of where we're at now, again, let's go to our selection tool. I'm going to click that F. Okay, it looks like nothing's associated with the F. Let me see how I can do this. Okay, here's everything associated with the G. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to say Object Ungroup. Okay, then I'm going to select that G again. And there's still some things that are grouped with. So I'm going to go Object Ungroup again, go through the process again. Now I can see that the group has been released. I don't know how many times you'll have to go through and click. It depends how many things are in that group. But at that point, once you see everything is ungrouped, and you can see it just by clicking on the letter, see now that's grouped with something else. But the G, as we can see, still have some areas. Let's marquee select the G. There's some other areas there, so we'll just go Object Ungroup. Again, I'm in my selection tool. Let's go ahead and marquee select that G again. Okay, now it looks like everything has been released. At this point, what I can do is go back to my selection tool or my direct selection. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to marquee select everything in there. I'm going to try not to get the guide. Matter of fact, let's get out of there. I'm going to move that guide. Well, let's just grab that G, marquee, select that G. Okay, everything's grouped. Now I can Command G, group it, and it'll move independently. See what I'm saying? Okay, whoops, didn't want to do that. All right, so there you have it. Those are the two issues as I see in your email and your video. And thanks for sending that. That really made things easy to address. Okay, questions, comments, concerns, any of the above. You know, I'm right here. Let me know. All right, hope this helps. Let me know. Thanks, man.